like hurrying so that we can go ahead and get to these because I really want to see what's going to come out. I will timestamp the description box below so you can skip to your sign or whatever sign you'd like to look at. And oh, there's a message that's coming through about readings in general. It's a really important message about how to use readings, about how readings are intended to be used. Readings are a reflection of your energy. When we read for a group, for a collective, we're reading for that collective energy. So when we're synchronistically or brought together, drawn together for a certain reading, you know, you might be drawn to look at a certain reading and you're like, wow, this one popped in front of me, I don't really know why. Or maybe a friend tells you about it. All of that is you being directed to that particular reading because it's going to resonate with you, because it's going to reflect your energy. Sometimes if it doesn't, sometimes if it actually reflects a fear or reflects something that is really, you know, strikes a nerve, sometimes that reading is intended to bring to your attention some energy that needs to be looked at, or a fear that needs to be looked at and illuminated. Something to delve within, because remember, the guidance is always guidance for your greatest good and highest purpose. So it doesn't always mean we're hearing just what we want to hear. And it doesn't always mean that it's going to predict what's going to happen to you. It's always a reflection of your energy or guidance that you need to receive in some way. So there's never, you know, a mistake. But what you want to remember is your energy dictates your readings, not the other way around. So do not ever let a reading dictate your energy negatively, okay? If it augments you, if it sends you even more in a positive direction, great. That's a wonderful way to use a reading, but do not allow readings to put you in a place of fear or negative thinking, or a place of trying to obtain something externally that you are wondering, am I going to get this? Am I not going to get this? Is this going to happen for me? Is it not? Because every time in the readings when someone asks that, like when someone says, will I get this job? Or will I, you know, find love? Or whatever it is. The answer from spirit, from your guides, is always, I don't know, will you? Because there's free will, and it's our job to align, and like God says, and like I quote so often, ask and ye shall receive, to align with that which we want to receive, with that which we're in alignment with receiving. So therefore it's important when you're watching a reading that if it starts to feel wrong, if it starts to put you in a place of fear, if it starts to make you go, oh no, this is saying I'm not going to get what I thought I was going to get, or you stop watching that reading. And then, you know, delve into the feelings that it's bringing up, because that's an invitation to go into that and release that fear. It's all about everything we do with energy work, with energy reading, with listening to our guidance. Everything we do is for the purpose of peeling away the layers, the barriers between us and love. That's really everything. So if something brings up a fear in you, then that fear is to be, you know, released, and that's why it's brought in front of you. So the most important message, though, is to remember that you're controlling the reading, that your energy is controlling the reading, and that it's a reflection of your energy. That's why when you're having a reading, the energy can shift in the course of that reading. You know, you can see cards come up in the end of the reading that you didn't see in the beginning, and that's all because your energy actually was shifted by the reading. So that's actually really exciting to see. I just saw it happen in a personal reading that I just did, where you start off in one place and then by the end of the reading you're somewhere else, and it's just so cool. It's the neatest thing about it, because the whole reason that, I mean, my whole job, and I believe if you're a reader, well, I'm not going to speak for anyone else, but my job is to just be a voice for the guidance that you're already receiving from your guides directly. And sometimes we hear things more clearly when we can hear them in a human voice, because it's really hard, you know, when we're listening for messages. God knows it's hard to, you know, discern always sometimes, because our minds get in the way. So to hear it from a human voice, that's the whole purpose. But it should be guidance that is already resonating with you. It should not really be news to you, is what I mean. It can be a revelation, and you can go, oh yeah, I have been receiving that guidance, or that is how I feel, or I do know that. But it should never be something where you're looking to the reading to give you something, you know, that you need, that you're trying to get externally. When you start using the readings as a tool this way, and recognizing that you're controlling your readings and it's reflecting you, it becomes a very powerful way to align with and move more quickly and swiftly to where you're going. Because then the guidance can help you see and shed light on things that you do need to see in a different perspective. Anyway, that's enough rambling, but I hope that resonates with you. So I'm just going to see quickly what the group message is for us today, and then we'll delve into each sign, starting with Aries. So, wow. Archangel Gabriel, throat chakra. So as a group, we are all speaking our truth, or wanting to hear the truth, and nothing but the truth. They're saying just the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth of the soul. And this is what's making us victorious. Speaking the truth will set you free. That's it. That's the whole group reading. Okay, so Aries, let's start with you. It's gonna be exciting. Let's see. Angel of Strength. It is a 5 for change. So this strength comes from being divinely loved. And remember, love is unconditional. Love doesn't ask for anything. Love doesn't expect anything. Love doesn't demand anything. And this love gives you strength. Whether it's, you know, just directly from the divine, from your connection, or whether you're feeling this from through another person. It doesn't come from another person. It comes through another person from the divine. It's always from the divine. This love that gives you strength is always from the divine. But whether you're feeling it directly just within yourself from God, or whether you're feeling it through another being from God, it's giving you strength. It's been giving you strength for a long time. And in September, this strength that you have come into, that you have received through it, is bringing significant change. Significant change. As you are now ready to move into some huge expansion. This is like, this card is, when I talk about change, this is like the most change you can possibly go through, because it's a whole new world. It's a whole new frame of reference. They're telling me, like, a whole new frame of existence, because you see that where this person on the dock is, the old is completely ended. There is no more old. You're at the end of the old. It's gone, it's done, it's played out. So it's on to the new. And it's through that strength you're receiving that you're going to get there. Beautiful. That was an 11 for divine guidance. Bringing you there. Okay. So this came up upside down. I do not read reversals, but for some reason they are, maybe they're moving me into reading reversals now. Is this right? I think they're moving me into reading reversals, but they gave this one to me upside down. Because this pain, I mean, typically I would just flip this over and talk about the pain, but they really are giving me that the pain you've been through, the deep pain you've been through, is over. You have gone through the healing you need to go through. That strength has given you the strength to make it through this pain. And now you can move on to this new in September. The pain is really over, Aries. Yeah. Now, this is also upside down. But in this case, they're not telling me to read it as a reversal. So I'm really going to need to feel into what they're doing. I mean, it's just going to be individual. But this one they're telling me straight up. So this one is a 10 for one for new beginning, which is talking about you being in this completely new perspective in life. You're looking at nothing the same anymore. And this is also a card about manifestation. Because Aries, you know, he's looking at this crystal, And he's using it here, it's almost, they're showing me like a crystal ball. It is like a crystal ball, but because it's multifaceted, instead of a ball, it's this crystal that's projecting out in so many angles. You're seeing all the possibilities, is what it's showing me. You're seeing all the possibilities. You're visualizing, and unlike a crystal ball where maybe you would see a vision and that one vision would be there, you're seeing it. You're seeing so many different possibilities and realities in September. Wow. That's cool. And it's because you've gone through all this healing and because you're seeing things from your divine perspective with your crown chakra. Every chakra now, Aries, has been opened and activated. This is the last one to go. And it's another 5 for change. So Aries, tons of change happening for you in September. For the better, because it's this whole new world. You're done with the old. Ooh. Okay. So the moon wanting to come out. The moon is about illumination of what needs to be seen. In this case, I'm seeing it's not about fears, it's about secrets. So it's illumination, exposing of secrets. Things you've kept secret, things maybe other people have kept secret, but you're seeing everything clearly, that's for sure. In the past, you may have, you may have allowed yourself, it was sort of like a poker game. It was like, all right, you can have your secrets, I'll have mine. I've got my cards, you've got yours. Like nobody knows what anybody really has because you're a very good poker player, Aries. But now all the cards are on the table. All the cards are on the table with that card about the moon. So now that all the cards are on the table, now that all the healing's been done, now that you're seeing all these possibilities, now that you're going to this new world, moving forward and swiftly in September. And you know where you're going. You know where you're going because you have seen it, you have aligned with it, you have visualized it. You know exactly where you're going, and you are hot to get there. Okay, and I need clarification on this Page of Pentacles, please. Okay, so yeah, this is a time, Aries, where you are allowing something new to come into your physical reality. It's a new, in the past, they're saying like you've had what did it for your soul and what you allowed in your physical reality. What it was like, my soul loves this, but like life is this. Okay, and so it was separate until now. It was separate. So it was like, yeah, this really sets my soul on fire over here. But here's the real world. And never the twain shall meet before now. So now in September, you've been on a journey and these two are coming on a collision course with that chariot to each other. So now this Ace of Wands, which is passion, which is a passionate new beginning, which is soul connection. This is like fiery, fiery passion, is coming right into your physical in this new energy. And guess what? It's pretty chill. Guess what? It's pretty great. Like she's sitting there like, yes, la, la, la. It's as natural as can be. So any fears in the past about, living your passion, about what that would look like in your world, you're finding there was nothing to fear. Totally harmonious. Pleasantly surprised is what I'm getting for September. Pleasantly surprised, Aries. Lovely. Because you're following your compass, you're allowing it to guide you now. Yeah. You've always had a great sense for your compass, Aries. It's like you've never not known. But now you're moving in that direction. That's beautiful. But Aries, you always have known where you are. It's like I said, you know, there was just the world and then there was your soul, and you always knew in your soul. But now your chariot's moving and you've decided those are intersecting now. And it's another 5 for change and another moon card. So more secrets revealed, more unspoken things being spoken, and more knowing coming out. This one, it's the masks, and it's the sun and the moon, which is representing your inner masculine, feminine, and it's again those things being illuminated, secrets being spoken. This feeling into, again, like this upside down thing. This is literally the first time they've done this, where they're like, some are going to be reversed, some aren't. So I'm just really feeling into that. But this is upright. Yeah, you're really, really, really ready for these masks to go. That's why it's like, because you're really, really ready for masks to go. With all these cards about secrets and things being illuminated, you're really ready. Really ready. It's hard for me to say. Okay, so your guidance, Aries, from Archangel Raphael. Thank you. Woo! Okay, so the main guidance here is forgiveness heals. Unconditional love and forgiveness, they're really synonymous. So forgive yourself, forgive others. This is all part of love. Releasing, forgiving. And don't worry that forgiving is going to duplicate that pain you've been through, because it won't. Remember that in the past, you know, that pain came because the mind had fears that were being illuminated. There had to be lessons learned. There had to be things that had to come out. And they did come out. And they did come out to be healed. And they did, you know, become illuminated. And now that they have been illuminated and released, they're gone. Now, yes, those old, like, wounded, sore places within yourself, those can always be triggered. Okay, it's like they're showing me it's like a veteran who comes home and you hear a certain noise, it's always going to make you react. Okay, that will always be there. It's just part of the, you know, reaction, but you're not going to allow that to dictate your life. You're not going to allow that to dictate what you receive and what you get to live and the joy you get to experience, because you know you're not in the trenches anymore. You know you're not there anymore. And so that's what makes it possible for you to forgive without being at the risk of being hurt again, because you know you're not in the trenches anymore. You know you're being divinely supported now. You know you're in alignment now. So you know it's safe to love. See how this loving, you know, kiss on this head here, you know it's safe. Okay, you know you're being divinely protected in this love. Okay, so this other card that dropped is avoid allergens. This is also from Archangel Raphael. So allergens, you know, aren't just, you know, what you're allergic to per se, but this can be anything that's toxic to your body and to your health and happiness. So this can even be energetic. This can even be like, you know, energy you're kind of allergic to. But certainly, you know, foods and substances and stuff like that. Avoiding anything that's not for the greatest good of your being. But I'm getting this also to be energetic. Avoiding energies that are not good for you. It's going to be really important in September, Aries, that you stay really clear of any of the energies that did cause you that pain. No, they're not going to suck you back in because you're not going to allow it. But your guidance is just saying you don't need to be allowing it to drain your energy anymore, because you're completely heading in that new direction. You're completely in this new state of being, and there's so much change happening. And now you're finally, you know, allowing yourself to receive the gifts and live the life that is this passion meets earthly. So because of that, it's really important for you to steer clear of any energies that are not for your greatest good and highest purpose. And you know what those energies feel like. There's no reason in the world that's good enough to require you to stay attached to those energies. None. Because the divine God is telling you otherwise, right? Success, congratulations, you did it. So just a reminder, Archangel Gabriel just giving you a reminder. Like, you are there. You have succeeded. So now enjoy it, please, Aries, because, you know, you are such a hard worker, and you have been working for so long. And you have been enduring for so long. You know, with that Strength card, you've been enduring a lot for a long time, so please enjoy your success now, please. In the month of September, enjoy your success. Get used to the feeling of enjoying it. Get used to it. Just wallow in it. I'm getting just like wallow in it, just like revel in it. Be like, yes, I'm here finally. I can enjoy my life. I am living my life the way it's intended for me to live, the way my higher self has been wanting to live for so long. Admit the truth to yourself and act accordingly. So this Aries can be about that energy that's not good for you, those other people, those situations. Because you're strong, Aries. You are strong. But there's no need to be that strong anymore. Put your strength elsewhere. Put your strength to where it's more productive for you now. Don't waste it on things that are not good for you anymore. There's no need to. Okay, so one final message for Aries, please. Thank you. The situation is already resolved. Again, like the Success card. It's time. It's time for you, Aries. It's time for you. It's time for you to receive everything. I'm just getting this image of this just hard-working person that's worked hard all their life, and now it's time for them to enjoy, like a retirement of sorts. It's a retirement from that old world, yeah, forever. And to really enjoy this existence that they never thought they would get to live. That's you. And it's time now. So please, please, please enjoy it. I just feel this energy of like, please allow yourself to enjoy it, is what your guides are saying. So, thank you, Aries. That was beautiful. And now we will move on to Taurus. Let's see what's happening for Taurus in September. Thank you. For Taurus, the Magician. So Taurus is very much, you're in this place of, you feel very powerful in this knowing that, hey, anything I'm focused on, it is going to come into my reality. And you know this thing that we talked about in the beginning, that, you know, you're deciding your course. And everything else is just kind of coming into that. Now, I was talking with Aries about how some of the cards they're showing me like upside down, and I never have read reversals before, but now I'm being encouraged to, some are going to be in reverse. This one wants to be in reverse because you've been in a time, Taurus, of feeling stuck, and September is going to be your time when you come unstuck. When you move into, now that Magician added up to an 8 for connection and abundance, and this is an 8, infinity symbol, and this is an 8, and you are moving into that. Finally, you have felt stuck for a long time. No longer, Taurus. Yeah, no longer. It's another 8. 3 8s, connection, abundance, moving forward. Soul direction, Magician, taking action. So aligning with what your soul wants and then moving swiftly in that direction is exactly what you're doing. You're galloping, galloping, galloping in September. That's exciting to see. Taurus, okay. Next for Taurus, let's see what else is happening in September. Knight of Wands, definitely just like that action card, moving forward in passion. Moving forward in passion, so this card can get a bad rap for being passion without commitment or passion without substance, but you know what? Taurus, you already have plenty of substance. So I really feel like this is just moving forward in passion. And you're made of substance. You're made of commitment. There's no way as a Taurus that you can be anything but, so excellent. 10 of Cups, yes. So 10 of Cups is love, abundance of love. Just soaking in it. Love for everybody. It's a love party. And you're there. This is what you're in alignment with as the Magician. You're in alignment with love, and you're seeing love in surprising ways. Queen of Wands. Here's your inspiration. Your inspiration is that Queen of Wands, that this can either be someone you're connected with, or this Queen of Wands energy within yourself. You definitely have shown a lot of strength with this lioness in the background. And you're in that fiery, you got the Knight of Wands and the Queen of Wands. So your Knight of Wands is moving the direction of your Queen of Wands. Your Queen of Wands is confident and fiery and, passionate and focused. And your Knight of Wands is galloping forward in that direction or in that energy. So Taurus, for you to have this much fiery energy going on, this much passion going on, you may be used to moving slowly or not at all, but September, I don't mean you don't move at all, I just mean, you're very deliberate. But in September, Taurus, they're just giving me a little more action, with less conversation, more action song. That's what's happening in September. Less conversation, more action. So this is the Labyrinth. It is a 7, so it's telling you to focus on your divine guidance. See these doves? If you were in this labyrinth and you focused on those doves, which are your divine guidance, they would quickly lead you to the center. But if you're going to focus on the other people's heads or on the, limitations of the hedges, you're going to get more lost. So this is telling you, do not focus on the earthly, do not focus on what you're seeing or what anybody else is doing. Focus only on that passion, only on those wands, that wands energy that you're feeling. And on the signs. This is when they're telling me upright, you are seeing the signs. They're leading you home with these 4s. You're seeing the signs, you're receiving the guidance. This reading is just another confirmation, because you've been getting many. You've been getting many, because you're in this wands energy. You are the direction of your soul, and you are galloping in that direction, and you're just getting more and more and more and more signs that it's right. And this is one of those. I love this because in this card there's actually some little playing cards here, so it's like you are watching a reading. It's the card about what you're doing right now. See, they know what you're doing right now. I love it. Okay. And again, you got Queen of Wands, and you got this very Queen of Wandsy energy, and it's on 11, which is also following your divine guidance. So this is, I just saw something float by that I think you might see on that's kind of cool. Let me know what you saw. So she's ready to receive, and she is in this passionate connection, in this knowing. And again, this can be your inner feminine, or this can be someone you're connected to. Okay. All right. All right. Archangel Raphael, improving health. So, things are looking up. I feel like, Taurus, you have been feeling strained for quite a while. Strained physically and mentally. Not really spiritually, because you've been moving forward spiritually, but physically and mentally strained as your body and mind catches up to this soul energy, to this expansion you've been going through. So it's important this month in September to focus on the balance, and to do things that are nurturing for yourself. Please splurge on yourself. Please take care of yourself. It was just 11:11, Taurus, on the counter for my video. So take care of yourself. Allow your body and mind to come into balance with where your soul is. This is Archangel Gabriel's message for you. Share your art with the world. You know, Taurus, you're very practical, and, you know, thank God for you, because you're the rock for a lot of people. But it is time for you to express yourself, express your soul truth. And with this Wands energy, and then this expression that Archangel Gabriel's like, it's time. Share yourself with the world. Please do. That's a beautiful thing. You are beautiful, and you have so many divine gifts, and you don't have to, you know, be so practical. You can really, I mean, you're being divinely supported in expressing yourself. It's your, you know, it's your uniqueness that is being, that you're being guided to share now. So please do. Thank you. New beginnings and a fresh start. So yeah, it's a whole new beginning. You're being moved in September into this completely new state of being that I'm getting is so creative. And for so long, your creativity has felt stifled. So that is beautiful to see. So Taurus, I was guided to pull one more Archangel Michael card for everyone, 2 of those. So your children are watched over by angels. So, you know, because you are so practically minded, you may be like, well, wait, you know, I have to support my family, or I have to, you know, worry about everybody else first. And yes, those things are important, but remember, you're being divinely supported. You are being aligned as the magician with, you know, great abundance through this self-expression. But that is a leap of faith that you're being asked to take, knowing that you're being supported and that your children are being supported. And if you don't have children yet, this is talking about, you know, future children, or even your own inner child, because in some cases that's your own inner child being supported in this expression. It's your time to show who you are. Really show who you are, Taurus. This is beautiful. Who you are is very unique, a unique expression of divine energy. So please share that. Quick pause while I pick up all my cards. Thank you. Okay. All right, got it together. And now it's time for a Gemini. Let's see what comes out for Gemini for September. Gemini, thank you. And it is the woman holding the coin. Okay, so this woman is very connected divinely with this purple. She's very in touch with the guidance coming in through her crown chakra, but also very grounded with the red in the physical world, and with the coin holding a lot of value in the physical world. And this cat is representing divine wisdom as well. So, and it's a 6. 6 talks about the daily life, daily routine. It also talks about love. So this can either be you, Gemini, coming into your full power, where you feel your spirit self, your spiritual self, and your physical self fully integrated on every level, and you are. I mean, I'm getting from many of you, Gemini, you are coming into a place in September where you're really feeling supported in abundance, doing your soul work, your soul purpose work. You're like, I am doing this calling on my soul that maybe didn't make sense to my mind before, but guess what? I'm doing it, and I'm abundant in it because it's divine. That's what I'm getting from many of you. And for others, it may be that you're connected to someone who's doing this, who's in this power. Beautiful, beautiful Gemini in September. And moving forward swiftly. So this is soul-led action forward, swift soul-led action with the mind, you know, gently and obediently following, which is beautiful. It's an 8 for connection and abundance. So I am getting in this Gemini to be a lot about a connection with someone. Either you are this person, woman holding the coin, or you're connected to someone is, and there's someone who is, and there's some movement forward. That's, yeah, in that connection. Because here's, you know, like that crown chakra shown in that first card, that divine connection, that divine knowing, and it's a 5. So it is bringing about change and movement. So definitely a time, Gemini, of great awareness coming about, either catalyzed by you, through you, not by you, by the divine, or within you. And it's causing movement forward Yeah, definitely. With this Devil card, the movement is away from these things that would have held you or the other person back in the past. Because, yeah, this woman, this Eve, is very much like the woman holding the coin. Here she's holding the apple or the pomegranate, but, because it looks a lot like a pomegranate here. But it's something she's holding, like that coin, and it's something of value. And there's someone who's connected to her, yes, and this card is the devil, but he's playing the panpipe. And remember, the devil is just an earthly energy, so this is someone who's kind of trying to break away from earthly energy or old patterns, and you're inspiring them, or you're the one who's inspired to do that, to move forward out of those old energies. In September, Gemini, it came out again. So that is definitely happening. So what's important is, if you're this person who's connected to the woman, it's important for you in September, Gemini, to move toward the light, to move toward what it is that your soul is calling you toward. You can do that confidently, knowing that even though it's not comfortable like the old patterns of the past, it is beautiful and new, and it is vibrant. And I understand the hesitation, because she is eating from the tree of knowledge. And of course, we're conditioned. You know, that's bad. That leads to bad things. But in this case, because of the shifting that's happening on a soul level, on a spirit level, it's now good. Because things have been flipped through this spiritual journey we've been on, to where we can now enjoy the Garden of Eden. Because we can now have this heaven on earth. Because we're living in alignment with our higher selves. Because we as humans have learned the lessons. As Adam and Eve have learned the lessons, and now we can enjoy heaven on earth if we're in alignment with that love, which is what you're being invited to do. If you're this person connected to the woman, if you're the woman, Gemini, then what you're being asked to do, if you're the woman with the coin, what you're being asked to do is focus on that beautiful coin, that beautiful apple, enjoy it, and keep on doing that. Because and don't be lured back to old patterns by this song, because you are the light, okay? You are the light. And this is regardless of gender, just identify with the energy. Finally, the Three of Pentacles. Yeah, so as that person moves toward you, or as you move toward that person, you're building something new together in the physical world with the Three of Pentacles. And this is something new that is divine. It is something that is built, it's in the real world, it's in the physical world, but it is of the spirit. Kind of like building a church or temple is what they're doing, but it is divine. So just know that you're building something together. And yes, you know, it takes work, it takes focus, it takes a lot of faith, but you are doing it in September, Gemini. Thank you. Okay, so yeah, definitely, Gemini, it's another 8 for divine abundance, connection. But you're going through death and a rebirth. So this is not literal. This is, you know, an inward thing. So this is, I'm getting this is that person who is the one who's connected to the woman, okay? That energy. So the one who is connected, who's in that devil energy, or who's moving toward the light, moving toward the spiritual connection, is going through a death. Is going through a complete death of the old to move into the new. And of course that's difficult, but it's leading to something beautiful in the rebirth, see? Through your power. Now Gemini, this is really strong. 3 times in your reading, a strong, divinely connected, passionate, powerful woman has come out. Okay, so this is either you or the one you're connected to. Wow. And this is an 11 for divine guidance. So this woman, even if it, I was going to say, even if it's a man. This woman, even if it's a man, that doesn't make sense. Except it does, because it's an energy, right? This feminine energy of connection in the real world, because again, she's wearing red. It's rooted in the physical world. This is leading the way. And so if you are that person who's connected to this, just keep following it. You can trust it. It's divine. And if you are that person, just keep strong in your connection, because Both of your dreams are coming true. This is a 5 for change, and this is the wishing well. Both of your wishes are coming true. You're being led toward this, just like that Garden of Eden. Okay, Gemini, I love your reading. Gemini, your reading. Awesome. Okay. Archangel Raphael, do more research. Okay, this is for the person who is connected to the person, okay? Don't want to get too confusing. This is for the person who is connected to that strongly, powerfully, spiritually connected person and moving in that direction of your soul. Do more research, meaning keep learning, keep expanding, keep exploring spiritually. You are being moved in this direction for a purpose. Trust it. And keep asking your guides to show you the next step, the next step, the next step. Beautiful. Thank you. Archangel Gabriel's message for Gemini. Recognition. You and your accomplishments are receiving appreciation and honors. So again, this is just like that woman holding the coin, that Eve figure, and that woman looking out the window. This is being seen in your beautiful divine light, seen in your connection. That light is being recognized and it's leading. So just know that. If you are that person, just stay strong in that knowing. Sometimes that can be very difficult for you, but you can do that. You've made it this far. And ask Archangel Michael to help you. Specifically ask Archangel Michael to help you. A minute ago we said, ask to be shown. Ask Archangel Michael to help you, to lead you. Gemini, take your time making this decision. This is for that woman, that person who's spiritually connected. Stay in your balance. Take your time. Be aware, of that shift in vibration that's happening on the other end of this connection. And just take your time. Just stay rooted in your guidance. Stay stable within your knowing. You got this. Thank you, Gemini. That's beautiful. Okay, now it's time for Cancer. Okay. All right, Cancer. Let's see what's going on for you for September. All right. This is really, really cool to see what's happening with everybody. It's so different. Cancer, you're the first one that's gotten the victory card right off. It is a 10, which is a 1, which is a victorious new beginning. Because of all this work you've done, you are victorious. You are divinely victorious. You're being supported. Okay, so it's important to remember that. Okay, sometimes when they give you an amazing card right off like that, it means that you have some challenges you're dealing with and things that they want to guide you in, and it's just important to remember you are victorious, okay? So 1 is attachment. This is attachment to old patterns. This is a 5 because you're being moved into change, and you're being guided not to resist this change because it is what you have been asking for, Cancer. So move forward in this change. Release yourself from these chains. Release yourself from the masks that you no longer need. Put all of that down and move forward is your guidance. So move into this victory. It's yours, okay? Move through this door to value. This is a 4 for abundance and home and joy. And in September, Cancer, you're going to be receiving. If you will just move away from those old attachments and any negativity, anything that tells you this is not going to happen for you, and align with it, it is coming. It is coming for you, Cancer. So you have that victory. Just align with it. And also, so I love when they give you multiple doors, because sometimes you get like the door to this and then the door to that. And they gave you the door to abundance and now the door to romance. So they're telling you you're victorious. They're telling you you're receiving abundance. They're telling you you're receiving love. But it is important for you to be in alignment with that and to believe it and to not be attached to old patterns and, well, this happened before and that kind of thing. No. Release yourself from that and move through these doors. Only you can do that. Oh yeah, definitely love. So Cancer, the Lover's card talks about a decision that needs to be made around love. And again, you know, you're being asked to release those old attachments. So are you ready to move into this love? Are you ready to move into it? Because if you are, it's there, it's yours. It's yours, and you're ready, and he's ready, he or she is ready, and you're ready to build something together. You've been divinely prepared to build something together in the real world, a new life together. You can have a real life together. Or if you're already together, you can have a more solid life together, a more meaningful life together. But you must move away from those old patterns. And particularly if you're in a relationship with someone already, you must really move away from those old patterns in order to move into the new. You have to allow the old to die and move into the new, even if you're with this person already. Yeah. Oh my gosh, I love it when that happens. So, right when I said allow the old to die, the death card came out. Now, it did come out upside down, and they are having me read a little bit of reversal energy at times. So what they're giving me now is there may be some resistance, Cancer, to letting the old die. You may be holding on to some old pain, some old resentment, especially with this attachment card. So please, you're being guided to release that so that you can move forward into the rebirth. See this sun beam coming in? Allow that death to take the old away so that you can awake into this new light, okay? And this transformation with the butterflies. Love that came out right when it did. And you know, the death card is good because it's that rebirth. Yeah, in Cancer, you're moving into this temperance in September where you have released, or you are, I know you're doing it now, releasing that old energy. And you're moving into alchemizing with the new, alchemizing with what you want to receive. It was just 444 on my counter, which is joy and abundance and home. That's what you want. So that's what you align with, and you leave behind those attachments that would keep you in the gray, gloomy place, right? Death again, I don't mean to make light of it because the death energy is difficult. However, in your reading, Cancer, it's another 8 for connection. In your reading, Cancer, I'm really getting that this death is just merely about allowing those old things that aren't right for you anyway anymore to be cold, removed, so that you can move into the rebirth. So it's really a really good thing. September is going to be a time of just allowing that old to die away so you can move into real substance. The owls are deep wisdom, and it's sharing that knowing together. It's moving into something much deeper and more substantial together because you have released the old, because you have released what was limiting and what was standing in the way of that, the illusions, the worries. This is a 5 for change, so, you know, all of this change makes you worry, or this worry has been holding you back from the change with the attachments, but you're moving out of that. Guess what? Owls eat mice. So those divine owls of wisdom are going to eat these worries right up, and that's death, so allow it to happen, right? Well, that was graphic. You needed graphic, Cancer. So this is your message from Archangel Raphael for Cancer. Okay, so it's really important that you eat well right now. I'm also getting this to mean spend time in nature. So spend time in nature, Cancer, and eat really well. I love this like jolly angel eating nice organic foods. So eat more vegetables, really. Your body's trying to come in balance with all of these energy shifts. So treat your body well, treat your body better. And also go outside and take in the green and the sunshine as much as you can, especially as it gets cooler with the fall. And Cancer, share your art with the world, share your creative essence with the world, express yourself Allow others to see the divine expression that happens through you. September is going to be a very creative, it's going to be like a Renaissance time. I've gotten that card for a couple signs, so September will be like a soul renaissance where we're expressing ourselves, expressing our creativity, and really valuing that more than ever. It's beautiful. So your children are watched over by angels. Know that your family is supported as you make changes that are right for you on your divine journey. Know that it's for your greatest good and highest purpose, and also for the greatest good and highest purpose of your entire family, both present and future. And believe and trust, Cancer. There's such an energy in your reading of needing to let go and trust. Please do, because you're going to be moving to amazing things when you do this. It's going to be such an awakening of a month, and such a month where you can reap the benefits of letting go of the old. It's like the spring after the winter, you know, allowing things to die away and then seeing things grow. That's what's going to happen for you in September. Okay, Cancer, thank you. So Leo, this is for Leo. See what comes out for Leo for September. Ooh, the woman holding a coin. So this also came out for Gemini. So if you're connected with a Gemini, be sure to check out that reading, or if you have any Gemini in your chart. But this woman is very divinely connected with this cat of divine wisdom, and with this purple, which is representing her crown chakra. And she's very connected also with the earthly, with this red, and with the coin, which is earthly value. So I'm getting, for you, Leo, that many of you are also like Gemini, moving into your soul purpose in a very abundant way, and you're being supported in this. And also for some of you, you're connected to a divine feminine, and you're really starting to see her value in a new way. And yes, Leo, you are moving away from old attachments that would have held you back in the past from this soul connection, and from being able to live your soul purpose. In September, you're going to move into freedom. Leo, so you got the woman holding the coin. You also got the woman holding the heart. And it's a 4, 2 4s for joy and home and stability. So this is very much someone holding a lot of love for you, unconditional love. Or you are this person. So the woman holding the coin and the woman holding the heart, this is a very divinely connected feminine energy. It doesn't have to be a woman, but you are definitely either this person, or you're connected to this person and they're leading you, or you're helping to lead them forward in September. Now, this card, they are having me read some reversals now. This card came up upside down, and that is how they want it read. And it is you or the other person breaking free of anything that has felt like it's been holding you back. It is a 5 for change. So it is things changing through this person, you or the other person, being in their power, being in their love. It's freeing you. And the truth shall set you free, like with the first message, throat chakra. So Leo, this Page of Pentacles energy is something very new coming into your physical life. Yeah. And it's coming because it's been manifested, because you have aligned, Leo, with this new beginning in your life. You have come into agreement with it. And certainly this woman holding the coin and the heart has. If that's you, or if that's the one you're connected to. And that's bringing this beautiful new beginning. As above, so below. As in heaven, on earth. So this is absolutely happening in September. You seeing the fruits of your manifestation, the fruits of your co-creation with God, of your alignment. Yeah. because this is what you've been aligned with. Or that other person, or both. The sun, everything beautiful. This is her. This is that woman holding the heart, woman holding the coin. She's in the sun. She's in this beautiful place. There's transformation. There's warmth. There's love. There's action with this horse. There's rebirth. And so again, this is either you as that woman, or this is someone you're connected to who's inspiring you to move toward that sun, toward that light, toward that beginning. Okay, Leo. So, oh, this is lovely. Leo, definitely this person is being inspired to move toward you, or you are being inspired to move toward this person. However it feels right for you. Because there's the flowers and the dog. And the flowers are a gift of love, and the dog, and they're both nines. The dog is loyalty, companionship, wanting to be together, wanting to have fun together. The nines are something coming to an end so that something else can begin. So moving away from anything negative, anything that would have been holding you back, into this new beginning in love, inspired by this energy of the sun. This and you know, moving into this manifestation of the sun energy. Beautiful. So Archangel Raphael, this came out for Cancer as well, and it's go outside. I'm getting from this, go outside and be in nature, and also eat natural foods, eat fruits and vegetables. Just pay attention to your body, Leo, being in balance with nature, in harmony with nature, being supported by nature. The root chakra. So definitely, Leo, speak your truth, or truth is being spoken to you, Archangel Gabriel. Recognition. So this is so interesting. It's very similar to the Gemini reading. But this is recognition for that woman with the heart, that woman with the coin, that woman in the sun, that feminine presence. And this is like that sun card, being seen in that connection, in that, you know, that glory, being seen because you are following your path. And if you're the one connected to this, you're seeing this and you're moving toward it in your own soul purpose, in your own vision. Archangel Michael. For Leo, new beginnings and a fresh start. That's what this is bringing about. The sun. A whole new beginning. In love, in soul connection, in soul purpose. So one person in this connection has moved into this, and one person is moving into this, but you're both coming into this together. And if this is just talking about you, well, it's not, because there's the Innocence card, which is about the rebirth of the heart. It's about that love connection, Leo. And it's a new, your heart is new. And so none of the old rules apply. Archangel Michael saying, you know, this is a whole new world. So none of the old rules apply. The paradigm of what it is to love and be loved has been shifted. And so allow yourself to move forward in innocence, knowing that you're supported, knowing you're being taken care of. And enjoy that in September. It's a beautiful new beginning in the sun. Enjoy that, Leo. It's gorgeous. Thank you. So I've had to pause a lot between the signs. The energy of these readings is so incredibly intense. And I might have to slow down a little bit, maybe pause a few more times, because wow. Ooh, I'm going to breathe. But yeah, it's some intense energy happening for September, which is good. I think that's how we're going to feel in September. I mean, all the signs, we're going to feel like we have to catch our breath. But it's good. It's exciting. It's like when you're doing like a vacation or something that's really exciting and you're doing a lot of stuff and you're just like, oh, it's all good. I want to fit it in. It's exhilarating, but I got to catch my breath, right? So that's what this is like. September for everybody. So this is for Virgo. Virgo. Virgo, the garden and the gate, moving into expansion. Now, this did come out in reverse. They are having me read some reversal energy, excuse me. Throat chakra for you, Virgo. So you need to speak your truth. That energy is coming out for several signs. You need to speak your truth, or someone's going to be speaking their truth to you. This came out in reverse, but it's just a little bit of reversal energy, meaning that you Virgo, may be resisting this expansion. The thing is that with the garden and the gate, the garden is lovely too. It's a beautiful garden. So there's some resistance to leaving it, because it's like, well, wait a minute. My garden is nice. Why would I want to leave this lovely garden? But the thing is, it's limited. It's in a gate. And your soul is wanting expansion. Your soul is wanting limitlessness. So yes, there may be some resistance, but it's just the mind wanting what's comfortable, because your soul knows it wants this expansion. And as you move into this expansion in September, Virgo, the door to value is opening, the door to abundance, the door to wealth. There's a windfall of some type, or there's a new job, there's a new opportunity, but it's something that's definitely tied to bringing in abundance, bringing in more stability, because you're aligned with that abundance. Okay, so any energy, okay, so you know, when you move away from that, when you move through that gate, when you move away from that resistance to step through the gate, you're going to get confirmation, you're going to get support, the doors are going to open, you're going to receive I'm getting like a hand on the back, you know, helping you, support and momentum. Oh, it came out again. So Virgo, you're definitely going to receive this reward, this very real reward when you move forward. So if you, Virgo, need some motivation, incentive to move out of the gate, just know that as you expand, as you move out of comfort, you're going to be moving into more and more abundance. And it will happen very soon when you take that step out of the gate, okay? So also, Virgo, you're getting the man holding the heart. We had Leo getting the woman holding the heart. And with Virgo, it's a masculine energy, holding this love, wanting to give this love. In this card, I always get this energy of silence. So he's not saying anything, but he is wanting to give this love, wanting to make this deeper connection. So again, Virgo, there's this energy of you wanting to expand, you wanting to move forward, and you know, the intention, the desire being there, and you are just going to need to push yourself or allow your guides to move you forward, and you will receive confirmation when you do that. Okay, so there's some Seven of Swords energy. The Seven of Swords is like the thief. It's this energy of not, of being kind of sort of a feeling cheated kind of energy. You're feeling like something was taken from you. I'm going to ask for clarification about this. Okay. And now the Fool is the clarification. Okay. So the energy I'm getting in your reading, Virgo, is about, you know that it's time to move forward into expansion and in faith and trust. But because of something that feels like it's holding you back, it's as if it feels like you would be taking something from someone to move forward. Okay? Or you're in an energy of being caught up thinking about something someone's taken from you, and that's holding you back. So either it's one of two things holding you back from being in this open energy, and it's not holding you back, like it's not going to hold you back after you watch this reading, because you're going to be aware of it, right? But it has been holding you back, and it had the potential to hold you back. It's either the feeling that you would be like getting away with something or doing something you shouldn't do, which isn't the case because you're following your soul, but it's that energy of that. Or it's the feeling that someone's taken something or done something to you in the past, and that has caused you to kind of hesitate or hold back, especially if it has to do with this man holding the heart. So you're being really encouraged, Virgo, to move out of this energy of holding back. I'm getting such a gentle push from your guides, like move forward, move forward. Yeah, Seven of Pentacles is about waiting. This is you waiting. This is you waiting for the time, the harvest time, and not taking action or feeling like you can't take action right now. So there's so much energy right now here about you're being called forward, you're being called to move forward, but you are feeling pulled back or held back. But again, with the Fool. So your guides are encouraging you in many ways with that Garden in the Gate, with this Fool card, encouraging you to move away from that resistant energy, whatever it is. It really doesn't matter what it is, just to move into this openness, this faith, this trust, this knowing that you're being led on this soul path. Okay, Virgo? And yeah, it's your soul path. This is your childhood dreams coming true. This is the dreams that you've lost touch with, okay? Because you've been in that garden. You've been in that tended garden that has felt like it's beautiful, but also limiting. It's like your potential, your yes, you have done a wonderful job of shining in all the ways that you have, Virgo. But there's so much more also. There's so much more to you. There's so much more you've dreamed of. There's so much more that you want. And your higher self now is saying, let's go. Let's explore. Let's be the Fool. That's what you're very much being encouraged to do. Okay. But you have the Whip. You have it kind of with a reversed energy, or yeah. This is you holding back your passion. This is you holding back, again, more resistance, more holding back. Because in upright, this is super passionate. This is like, you know, burning passion. This is like stirring things up. Yep. And with it in reverse, it's like you don't want to stir things up. You don't want to whip things up. You don't want to, like I said, get away with anything. But that's not what's happening. What's happening is you're being set free. It's like, you know, I'm picturing this gate open and it came out again. To set yourself free. Oh, this is also giving me an energy of kind of self-flagellation. So, you know, self-flagellation, like whipping yourself. Yeah. Because you're like, I don't deserve to have all my dreams come true. Yes, you do, Virgo. Why wouldn't you? You're a divine expression of God. You shouldn't be in a cage, Virgo. And you know that the gate is open now, so it's time to expand. And if it's for your greatest good and highest purpose, it's going to be for the greatest good and highest purpose of everyone you care about, if that's what you're worried about. Just know that, okay? The ones who truly love you, truly love all of you, and they want this full expression of you in the world. And if they want you to be held back, then that's something that needs to be illuminated within themselves, because that's really them wanting to hold themselves back and wanting you to be a reflection of that, because that's what our human minds want everyone around us to reflect what we're doing. So on some level, there's a concern with the Seven of Swords energy, Virgo, that if you break out, everyone else is going to be threatened because they don't feel like they want to break out. Maybe some of them. And you don't want to threaten them. Okay. But here's the thing. You're not. You're threatening. You're not threatening anything. If they're threatened, that's their own energy. That's their own fear. Okay. And somehow that fear was put on you, but you're going to move past that. There's just a lot of energy in your reading, Virgo, about you needing to follow that full energy, needing to follow that guidance to move past that, needing to follow your divine guidance. With the seven and the doves, follow the divine guidance. It will lead you where you want to go, to the center of this labyrinth, to the heart, to the truth. Okay? So follow your divine guidance, Virgo. allow your guides to, you know, give you this confirmation, this reward, this push, and don't turn it down. Gosh, Virgo, I'm getting so much energy of you depriving yourself and punishing yourself. Please don't. Please don't. And get enough sleep. Archangel Raphael, you need to rest. You're receiving a lot of divine guidance in your sleep. So September for you, Virgo, is really an opportunity to break out. It really is, in a big way. And you are being divinely supported in that. So please ride that wave. Wow. This literally flipped out. I pulled a card for you from the Archangel Gabriel deck, and then went to pick my hand up, and it flipped to bring this divine guidance card out right then. When we were just talking about you receiving all that divine guidance, that divine push. This is just confirmation for you, Virgo. Please receive it. Look, you're going to be seen for who you are, recognition. You're going to be seen for everything you are. Yes, right now you're seen for certain aspects that you're showing that are beautiful, but there's so much more to you. And it all needs to be seen, because it's all an expression of your divinity. It's all an expression of God through you, right? So Virgo, decide to be happy now. Decide to be free. Please stop punishing yourself. Please stop depriving yourself. No one who loves you really wants you to do that. So you need to love you and not want you to do that, right? Oh gosh. Whew. So Virgo, please. Your guides are literally pleading with you, because I'm in this energy of like, please, Virgo, to align with loving yourself and wanting yourself to be happy and wanting yourself to be your whole entire expression of your highest self, yourself. And that is going to bring so much happiness and joy to everyone you touch, everyone who comes in contact with you. Trust me, Virgo, I can see that. It's beautiful. So you are beautiful. So thank you. Thank you. Okay, so this is Libra. Ooh. So for Libra, blossoming abundance just came up flipping out. Blossoming abundance in September. I'm getting this for a couple signs that September, fall, is more like spring. It's blossoming, and it's got the owl here and the butterfly. I see some pentacles and flowers, so coins in this deck, but this is all about earthly abundance and divine wisdom and connection. It's everything coming into bloom. And it is like you need to look to find it, okay? Because it doesn't jump out at you. It's not like the sun card where it's all in your face. It's blossoming. So September is the time, Libra, when you're going to watch these things blossom in your life. You're going to see them sprout and blossom. I have a card that needs to be turned over. It is Archangel Raphael. Heart chakra opening. Okay. Libra. Okay. So you got 2 3s. I believe that blossoming abundance was a 3, yes. And this is you and the divine co-writing your story. You're watching it unfold line by line. It's really, really trippy to think about, because it's already written, and yet you and the divine are writing it as we speak. It's already destined, and yet you and the divine are determining your destiny moment by moment by aligning with it. How beautiful. And it is this abundance, Libra. Okay. So Libra, here's your scales, and allow this balance to come in this month. There's something that's going to come down. There's something that's going to come down decision-wise in September. So this could be something legal. For some of you, this is something legal. For some of you, this is just justice coming in whatever form it is coming. Things are being divinely balanced out in September, whether it's by a judge, you know, through a judge, by the divine, or whether it's in some other way by the divine. It's coming, balancing. So trust that, Libra. Yeah, you can really trust that. Judgment. So not only justice, but judgment. Judgment coming from the divine down and shaking everything out, making everything right. The call, like that Archangel Gabriel trumpet. It's like, it's time. It's judgment time. Time for everything to be as it should be. Time for everything to come to order. In September, time for the truth, Ace of Swords. This is a new beginning in the truth, a new beginning in clarity. The truth will set you free, just like at the beginning of our reading. And the truth will also start a new beginning. It will transform. And they're bringing my attention to the roses, the sword and the roses. So just know that while the truth can cut, okay, there are also these roses, these gifts, and these butterflies with the transformation. So it may be bittersweet. Actually, it is, Libra, this month, September. It's bittersweet for you because the truth will cut away anything that's not right for you and balance out and bring judgment. And that will be bittersweet, but it will bring you freedom, and it will bring you clarity, and it will bring you into your truth in living your truth. 8 of Wands. Look at all that movement. Stampede. So this is communication, yes. It is action, yes. It is like something's coming and nothing's holding it back. It's horses coming down a mountain. In this case, unicorns coming down a mountain, but it's like nothing's stopping the stampede of truth coming in. Okay, so it's not, it's not just some communication for you this month, Libra. It's like all of the communication, Libra. Thank you. And abundance. 7 for divine guidance. Emotional freedom because of this truth and abundance. Yeah, freedom I'm getting with that, really. Swimming freely. Almost everybody's getting this card. It's the Labyrinth. Divine guidance again with that 7. Follow the doves. Don't follow the other people. Don't watch other people to see what you need to do, and don't trust your 5 senses to tell you. You need to trust your divine guidance. You need to look up for that divine guidance. You need to look to your guides. Or inward, you would do just as well to walk this blindfolded. You're going to trust your other senses, Libra. And then 5 for change. This was in reverse. They're having me read some reversals. So this is this change, this new beginning, and this abundance, like that first card, blossoming abundance, coming into your life in every way and rooting down like this tree in a very solid way. If it was in reverse, it's because you may need to align more with this. You may need to believe more, is what I'm getting, Libra. Believe that this is coming in. See, Libra, you have no trouble visualizing what you want to happen. You have no trouble dreaming of what you want. Where you run into trouble is actually believing that it will happen in the real world. Because sometimes with the air energy of Libra, it's like we get a little lost in your dreams. And so therefore, you've kind of been conditioned to think that things cannot come into reality, or that there's a limit to that. And you kind of get a little lost in the dreams, and you have trouble rooting it down, is what I'm trying to say, into the real world. But this is your challenge in September, to allow it to be rooted in the real world, to allow it to take root, is what I'm getting. Okay, thank you. So for Libra, Archangel Raphael message. Have faith. So it also came out upside down. So again, Libra, have faith that everything is coming in to fruition, coming to fruition. A tree here also is being rooted down. It's solid. Thank you for boosting my faith so I may trust in miracles. This specifically says, Dear Jesus and Archangel Raphael, thank you for boosting my faith so that I may trust in miracles. So Libra, for you, it's about taking that leap to from just dreaming and being in your dreams and visions to really allowing it to take root in September in very real ways in your life, okay? Libra, express your inner truth. I mean, remember that stampede of unicorns? There's 2 from Archangel Gabriel. Divine guidance. You are receiving divine guidance. And speak. You know, you're being guided, so speak where you're being guided. Oh, you will. You will, Libra. Okay. Saint Michael. I usually say Archangel Michael, but it came out. Saint Michael, lean on God and the angels for support. Lean on your team. Lean on your guides. Don't hesitate to ask for help. As you're rooting these dreams into your reality, don't hesitate to ask your team for help, please. Believe and trust, Libra. Wow, there's a ton of guidance here about you really believing that this is happening. Like I say, you have no trouble dreaming. You really, Libra, don't have any trouble aligning with what you want, but it's time to watch it. It's time to allow it to be. It's time to see it with your eyes and believe it. Wow. Okay, so Scorpio. Thank you, Libra. That was beautiful. It's just 22 on the counter. Okay, Scorpio. Okay, Scorpio for September. Okay, so you're visualizing, Scorpio, or this could be someone you're connected to, and you're visualizing this new beginning. He's gazing at this crystal like it's a crystal ball, and he's seeing all the possibilities being projected out. All the possible realities being projected out, Scorpio. All of the possibilities are endless right now. And yet, you're seeing these possibilities. You're starting to feel free from the things that have tied you back from feeling like you could live these possibilities. So, not only, Scorpio, are you in September seeing all the possibilities, but you're starting to feel free from the things that would have held you back. That's the 5 for change. That's changing. You're not feeling tied up anymore. You're feeling freer. You're starting to see the illusion of what would have previously held you back, and it's through love that you're seeing this. Yeah. Second chakra says your sacral chakra. Says your magnetism, your creativity, your femininity or masculinity, your passion. So you're shifting from thought into passion. And you're moving away from the things that would have held you back before. And you're allowing justice to be done. You're allowing justice to be served divinely. And there may also be some legal thing that's getting settled for you this month, Libra, September. I mean, sorry, not Libra. I said that because Libra also got this card. So both Libra and you, Scorpio, got this card. So like Libra, you, Scorpio, may be experiencing something legal being shaken out in September. Or this may be things being brought into balance in some other way, but definitely balance and justice happening in September. Scorpio, the devil energy. So this is about the earthly, the old patterns, the old thoughts, the old ways of you or someone else. Trying to pull you and them back into old patterns. I'm getting in your reading a lot of shifting of the masculine awareness from old patterns and old ways of thinking to the new soul awareness in your connection. So whether this is you or the other person, yeah, that's happening because the feminine presence in your soul connection is very solid, very abundant, very in command, very in her power, confident, and beautiful. So because of this, the masculine is shifting out of these old energies and into a more soul centered place. And this is leading to some real commitment with this Hierophant card. This is leading to some desire for commitment in the physical in September for you, Scorpio. That's beautiful. Okay. So something real. I'm getting like wanting to make it real or make it more real, Scorpio. And being lifted up over the obstacles. So because that Devil card came out, you know, it feels like there are obstacles. It may feel like there are things holding you or the other person back, Scorpio. But this card is about being divinely lifted over the obstacles, like this ship being lifted and flown over the mountains. So because you are being supported, because you're on this divine path, because this is a divine connection, you're being lifted over any obstacles, swiftly carried over them. Same. This is a 7 for divine guidance. The doves here represent the divine guidance, and you know, any obstacles like this labyrinth, the light is getting tricky. Any obstacles like this labyrinth, you know, just focus on that divine guidance, and they're not holding you back. You are able to find your way. But it does feel like there's a lot of earthly resistance. And that is because, Scorpio, this connection, for you, this reading is about the connection in September, which is a little different from what some others have been getting. But Scorpio, it's because that you're making it real. It's because you're making it physical, or like I say, more real with the Hierophant and with the garden. The garden is about being seen. You can see two, well, you can't see very well, but two orchids on display. And it's a number 2 card for a partnership. So this is you and this other person being on display, being made real. Made real. Getting real. Getting grounded. Grounding the connection, Scorpio. And yes, it comes, you know, yes, it has felt like there have been obstacles, challenges, but you've been lifted above and led through those. In September, you will be if you haven't already. Archangel Raphael's guidance for you is about children. Thank you for helping me to help children. So this is either your children or you're surrounded by an energy of children. It could also represent the spirit of your inner child who's getting to come out, be expressed right now. Connecting with the energy of children. Or your focus in September could be largely, you know, around helping children in some way. Archangel Gabriel's message for Scorpio. Thank you. Creative expression. God's divine creativity is expressed through your action. And again, it's 2 children here. So there's a real energy for you, Scorpio, of tapping into that childlike creativity. And you got the sacral chakra card. So definitely a lot in September about expressing your creativity. And this is a message that has come out for several signs. So saying earlier about how September is going to be this time of renaissance of for everyone, this time of spiritually driven, creative, artistic renaissance. So it's going to be beautiful. Some beautiful art is going to come out of September, I can tell you that. Mark my words. Favorable outcome. So Scorpio, you got that scale. You also got this scale. So definitely justice is coming down in September, Scorpio. And this is a favorable justice, okay? Well, justice is only favorable, but it's favorable for you, okay? This justice will be excellent for you. You're going to feel like a lot of things that you've been waiting for a long time to balance out are balancing out. So let go of fear now, Scorpio. It's time to let go of being in the mind, like with that card showing the shift to the soul. Let go of fear, let go of thoughts with the sword. Let go and trust with your eye that sees the truth. Trust that you're being divinely led. This is beautiful for you, Scorpio. Thank you. And next is Sagittarius. So Sagittarius for September. These are so wonderful. I'm starting to become accustomed to this energy now. I'm telling you, this energy is taking me for a ride today with these readings. So intense. Okay, Sagittarius. Ooh, first, door to value. You can expect a windfall or a positive change in your employment or your business. Something doing really well. Your soul mission work, bringing you abundance. This can be a gift. And you're aligned with this abundance because you've done a lot of work, Sagittarius, and you're aligned. That's beautiful. Yeah, you're definitely aligned. So this is the card of someone who's in alignment with their value. And not only are you appreciating your value, but others are as well. And because you're in alignment with your value and appreciating your value, that's why that door to value can open. And you can receive that abundance now in September. Okay, Sagittarius. And look, you're victorious. Victorious. It's a 10, it's a 1, it's a new beginning. You are, I'm just getting like the We Are the Champion songs, that you are the champion. You know, because you have worked so hard, you have been steadfast and very focused on your work, on your journey. I mean, like, you are like that workhorse, Sagittarius, that's just like push through no matter what. And now it's time. You're going to enjoy this abundance, this appreciation, this victory in September. It's here. Okay, that's amazing. So just enjoy that. Let's see what else comes out for you, Sagittarius. 6 of Cups. Also, you know, this is reconnection. Now, here it's showing reconnection with her own inner self, her own inner child. You know, here she's turning around and receiving a cup, a gift from her own inner child. So this is about you getting to live the dreams of your child self, your purest self. And you taking that cup from her and carrying it forward in your life now and living that life of your highest self in that victory. The 6 of Cups is also about reunion, about, you know, reunion with someone from your past. But in this deck, I am really getting that being a true deep reconnection with your inner essence. Ooh. Now, no sooner do I say that than the Knight of Cups comes out with the Page of Cups. So interesting, right after the 6 of Cups, okay? So the Knight of Cups, you know, this is the romantic knight. This is the one who, like, wants to make a romantic gesture, wants to charm you, wants to bring you an offering of love, even though it may be, you know, it's kind of a small cup. Like, it's not a huge, it's a gesture. It's a gesture. And then with this Page of Cups, it is more substantial, because here it's, you know, the lotus blossom. It's spiritual connection here, spiritual, emotional depth here. So these two coming out together tells me that this offering is substantial, but it may not look it, but you're going to know it. You're going to know it. That's beautiful, Sagittarius. Wow. So everything coming to you in September from what I can see. I didn't see anything that was left out. No, even the pentacles were covered with that door to value. So beautiful. You can expect a message in September. There's a letter coming. It's a real letter. Like, this is in depth. You know, this is, again, like that Page of Cups. This has substance. It's a new beginning in this connection. It's a clean slate I'm getting. Cleaning the slate so that you can enter into this new day. The wishing well, the wish is coming true in September. And also this can mean that this letter is something you've been wishing for. And it brings change with this being a 5. So September, literally everything is coming into you, Sagittarius. I'm going to send this to every Sagittarius I know, because that's good news. Okay, stay positive. So because of this card wanted to jump out of my hand. It says Archangel Raphael. Stay positive. So Sagittarius, you know, No, do I really have to say that? They just gave me not to have any stinking thinking. I don't like that. Stay positive. No stinking thinking. Maybe there's someone who's a Sagittarius that connects with that Stuart Smalley thing, but you know, stay positive. So everything's coming to you in September, Sagittarius. So please align with that. Please let that be your inner reality and just expect and know. Don't expect, because expect has mental energy around it, but just know and trust and have faith that you're seeing that come into your reality. Stay positive. Stay positive. And for that person, please let me know who you are that connected with that. I said it just for you. Okay, Gabriel, Archangel Gabriel. Perfectionism, yeah, see? This is why they said that, perfectionism. Polishing your project is fine, but don't allow perfectionistic fear to result in procrastination, right? So that's more of that. Stay positive. Allow yourself to let go of needing things to look perfect, be perfect, you do things perfectly, like let that go, because things are coming to you, but you do need to release that fear and that control of that perfectionism, okay? And follow that divine guidance. Follow that divine guidance. That card is coming out for a lot of signs. You are receiving it, you have received it, you have been following it, so trust. This is why you've been led here, because of all these gifts that are coming in for you in September. You definitely have this is a good reading. So look, please don't make me say that stinking thing again. Please. Stinking thinking thing again. Decide to be happy now. Okay, you and Virgo both receive this energy very strongly, Sagittarius. Please align with joy. Please align with you receiving all of these things that you've been shown you're receiving, and decide to be happy. Because, you know, you could be flowed all these gifts, and if you're not in alignment with being happy, then you still won't be happy, right? But you will be. You will be, because you're going to decide to be, and you're going to align with what you want. It's very, very key for you, Sagittarius, that you align with all of these things. They're showing you a reflection. They're showing you a reflection of your energy that can bring all of these things to you in September. But they're also showing you that it is important to release any blocks to that energy. The blocks to that energy are the negative thinking. The blocks to that energy are the fears. So please release those. Decide to be happy. Keep your eyes on what you want, not what you don't want. Look, perfectionism is focusing on the mistakes, on the flaws. When you focus on the mistakes, on the flaws, Sagittarius, you are augmenting those, and you're drawing more of that to you. So that's why they're telling you to release perfectionism. Allow for those things, they happen, but don't focus on them. Focus on what you do love about it. Focus on what you do love about your life, about what you do love about, what you do want here that's coming in, and then that will bring more of that in, okay? Beautiful. Okay, Capricorn is next. Capricorn. Okay. Capricorn for September. Let's see. Okay, the divine plan. This card, it's both written and unwritten. Okay, so what it means is your destiny is set, and you're setting your destiny every day. Okay, and this message has come out a lot in these particular readings, which is, yes, all these things are here for you. It's just like what we said about the readings being a reflection of energy. All of it is true, but it is important that you align with it and that you co-author this divine story with God. That you co-author this beautiful destiny with God. Thank you. So Capricorn is really pointing to your power here. Look, you are in your power. This is you in your glory, and you feeling very solid and strong and loving divinely connected. You're starting to feel that every day with that being a number 6. You're starting to feel that in your daily life. Archangel Michael. So you are on the front lines. I'm getting Capricorn. It's like, here's Archangel Michael leading the way, and you're on the front lines. You are among the first to really ground and root this spirit energy down into the planet, with you being this strong earth sign. Yeah, you're really doing a lot of work in September to ground all of this down, and just like that appreciation card, being very rooted in it, in the spirit work that you've done, and again, living that divine plan. Every line, there's a lot of energy in this part of your reading about this being a daily practice. With Archangel Michael in the root chakra, it's your daily life. So it's making your spirituality part of your daily life in a very real way. It's very rooted down and very solid, okay? Healing a lot of pain. And September, letting go of the old pain. This is a 9, ending that cycle. Allowing this to be released and gone, just drained away, so that you can be filled with the new. And I'm betting they're about to show. When you drain out, empty out that old pain, every drop of it, every last drop, then that heart is ready to receive so much, okay? So when I said ready to receive, wow, okay. When I said ready to receive, what came out was the 7 of Pentacles, which is an energy of a waiting to receive, waiting to see it in the physical. So because you've healed this pain, there's an energy with you, Capricorn, that September is a time where you're getting your bearings, okay? You're getting your bearings, and you know there's a lot you're moving into in the physical, like with that Archangel Michael root chakra card. There's a lot you're moving into in your physical life. There's a lot of abundance there. You know that. And you are this emperor in command. You have this knowing. He's all in red here. You do have this knowing of your power and it coming, you know, into the physical. But there's this energy with you, Capricorn, of not a ton of action right now. And I think it's because, I'm getting that it's because your heart has been through so much. And now the focus is going to be on filling your heart. You are feeling it here with this 3 of Cups. Connection and celebration and love, sharing love together in so many ways. This is with your soul, family, with connections in all forms. So now you're going to focus on allowing your heart to receive and to fill up before you take a ton of action in the physical world. But you do know that all of that physical fruit is there to be enjoyed as soon as you're ready. Yeah, along with that Archangel Michael rooting and grounding down that energy, you also got that anchor, which is 4444 on the counter, which is home and joy and stability. So this anchor is rooting down, again, anchoring down your spirit essence, your divine energy into your life in a very real way, in a very solid way. But again, not a ton of action yet, just healing, filling yourself with that love, and awaiting this harvest that is coming. So I said not a ton of action, but then this, there is a ton of passion. And this is a 10, which reduces to 1, which is a new beginning. And this, again, like the Emperor, this masculine is in red. And this is an energy. It reminds me also of that Archangel Michael card. So there's a ton of like red, masculine, red meaning, you know, root, base, earthly, earth energy, and also passion. So it's very much like that Emperor card. So there's a lot of that strong, powerful passion happening right now in you, and you're rooting it down. So you, Capricorn, are very, you're like, I'm picturing you being like a really strong power, like when you see a tower, you know, that it like holds a lot of electrical power or something. That's you, Capricorn. And you're taking all this energy in and you're grounding it down this month, September, into the planet. And meanwhile, you're healing and filling your heart in lots of ways, and you're being queued up. I'm getting the feeling like, just like I said, you're on the front lines, you know, you're like the most powerful, some of the most powerful in Archangel Michael's army. So it's like he's reserving you or sending you in for action at just the right time. And September may not be a time of a ton of that action in the physical, but it is going to be a time of grounding that down and filling yourself emotionally. I hope that makes sense. Ask your body for a message. So pay a lot of attention to your body in September, because in your body, this also means you'll be getting a lot of clairsentience, a lot of your body, you know, letting you know what your guidance is or confirming your guidance. You know, in whatever way, when you receive the guidance, if your body lets you know in some way, you may feel heat, you may feel chills, you may feel lightheadedness, or just something that indicates, wow, this energy is saying something. Pay attention to that. But also for you, Capricorn, I'm getting, there's just a lot about your physical body, embodying and grounding down this energy, this divine energy into the planet. You're just being used as a major conduit for the energy itself, without a lot of action being necessary to do that. That makes sense? Recognition, but still you're going to be seen as this. You're going to be, and just like that card about appreciation, it's like you either feel it, you know it, and other people see it. All of that in September. Knowing how far you've come on your path, how much you have healed, how strong you are now, and how important you are in all of this grounding down. Again, wow, this card always, when it comes out from Archangel Michael, is about grounding, rooting down into the planet. Yes, it says spend more time outdoors, and that's always wonderful, but it is about grounding and rooting down into the planet, these divine energies through you, through your physical self. Okay. All right, Capricorn, with something, it is time to leave this unhealthy situation. So because you got this card about heartbreak, there may be things still mentally and emotionally that you're being asked to release, and asked to move away from, and asked to no longer define yourself by or attach yourself to in September. It's time for you to come into freedom. See, it's like she's declaring freedom. She's like, it's time. You're free. So if you had thought that this unhealthy situation or mental way of being or relationship pattern or pain was just part of who you are, Capricorn, your guides are saying, no, it's time for that to no longer define who you are, no longer be a part of your being. It's time to leave that behind, because you now are this divine conduit of God energy being rooted down in the planet. And you're being queued up for something very powerful. So just stand in that, be in that, allow this love to flow into you in September. Let it be a month of really taking care of yourself is what I'm seeing. Because you are being prepared for something big, so, and wonderful. So thank you Capricorns, that's beautiful. So next is Aquarius. Aquarius. Okay. Man holding the heart for Aquarius. Beautiful. This can be you, or this can be someone you're connected to, but definitely their heart, you know, what's in their heart may not be being expressed right now, because this is a kind of silent energy I always get from this card, but it is definitely there. And it's beautiful, and it's vulnerable, and it's, you know, new to this person. It's a new kind of love. So this is either you or someone you're connected to feeling this. And you got a 7 for divine guidance, the door to personal healing and happiness. You're moving through this door in September. And, you know, you are either following this dove or you are this dove. So if you're the man holding the heart energy, then the feminine could be this dove that you're following through this doorway to personal healing and happiness by following your soul. And if you are this dove, then you're following your soul through that doorway. And someone might be following you, just remember that. Okay. And Aquarius, the sun. A new beginning. I feel like Aquarius, you get the sun in every reading. And you're the only sign who's gotten it in this month's reading. Beautiful. Energy of everything. Abundant. Love, connection. Abundance, prosperity, newness, expression, freedom. All for you in September, Aquarius. And, you know, again, if you're the person that's in this energy, remember there's someone who you are connected to, who's being pulled toward that, being inspired by that. Knight of Swords, yeah, moving toward that truth. Moving forward in the direction of truth and clarity. Having clarity about your soul direction and moving in that direction. Moving swiftly with this Pegasus. And the interesting thing in this deck, this Knight of Swords looks very serious. And again, there's like a silent energy, just like that man holding the heart. A silent, serious energy, like poker face. But yet, he's moving forward in clarity. And he's moving forward giving his heart. So, even, just keep in mind, with a masculine energy, or if this is you, that you may not be saying it, or they may not be saying it, but there's a lot of clarity, truth, and love there. So just remember that. You have to use your other senses to know that, Aquarius, because it's there, the lovers, it's definitely there. That connection is there. Yes, it may be unspoken. Yes, there may be a lot of layers to it that are not being spoken right now, but that's okay, because it's there. Sometimes, you know, in these connections, we just have to know. And we have to focus on what you're being given to focus on, which is your soul work right now, Aquarius. You're being given your soul work to focus on. Focusing on yourself, focusing on your purpose. And this is what the divine is leading you to do day in and day out while you're shining in the sun. Believe me, someone's seeing it. They're being moved toward it. And they're being moved through a lot of strife. This Five of Wands is strife, conflict. It can be inner conflict. This person may need to do a lot of healing. So just know that while you're focusing on your work, you know, keep doing that and trusting that the divine is leading both of you where you need to go. Aquarius, okay, in September. And you are, sometimes they're having me read reversals right now, and this did come out as a reversal. So the mountains are longevity, the mountains are solidness, okay? So you definitely are, there's an energy in this reading of you are in this solid connection. And it is very solid with the truth and the love and all of that. But yet again, it's unspoken. There's this stag down at the bottom here, very silent masculine energy, very silent. So if you are masculine watching this, or you're connected to a masculine watching this, it's a very silent, stoic energy, but it's full of love and soul knowing and clarity. Because this came out in reverse, you may have some resistance to believing that the substance is there, that it's going to last forever, but that's the truth. Yeah, look at that. Oh my goodness. Wow. So there was a reading earlier, I want to say it was Cancer, that had like 3 or 4 strong feminine presences that were all saying the same thing. And your reading, Aquarius, has 3 or 4, strong masculine, silent, strong and silent masculine energies coming out. And this is a passionate energy. A passionate masculine energy. See, he's loving, he's passionate, he's soul connected, and he's got mental clarity. It's all amazing. The only thing is, he's not talking about it. Or you're not talking about it. But that's okay, because that does not, sometimes it doesn't feel okay. But it doesn't make it any less real, is what I mean. So the communication will be something that you're both moving toward. And of course, we got that card at the beginning of the reading. Real. It's real. It's no less real, they're saying. We got that card at the beginning about speaking the truth. And that will happen. Or, let's say it doesn't. Let's say this truth is not spoken. It doesn't make it any less real. It doesn't make it any less rooted down in your life, in the planet. It's real. They're just giving me like that mountain and that tree. They're very real. They're very substantial. But they're very silent. And, some things do not need to be spoken. Okay? And if you feel the need, if you're like, but it needs to be spoken, ask yourself, is that coming from fear? Because your soul does know the truth, right? Okay. Archangel Raphael's message for Aquarius, unconditional joy. So be in alignment with that. What you do know is real. What you do know is what you want. Happiness, abundance, love, truth, clarity, all of those things. Be in alignment with them, because they are coming into your reality. With that tree being rooted down, they are. They are. But, September may be a month, Aquarius, where you have to just be in your knowing. You have to just be in your authenticity, in your truth. And the more you shine in your truth and your authenticity, the more it will reflect around you. So you will be seeing the truth. And I believe you will be hearing the truth. But, the truth is the truth, whether or not it's spoken. It's just important for you to embrace that. Okay? Archangel Michael, this is your life's purpose. So Aquarius, you've really been moved into your life's purpose. You've been moved into your soul purpose work. So keep on that path. You are on the right path. I'm getting a lot of, you just need to believe and know the truth. And really, Aquarius, align with joy. Align with joy. Do not focus anymore on the things that you feel like need to be fixed, or you feel like aren't right, or you feel like need to be better. Focus on the joy that you have now. And all of these things that they're showing you have now. Not just waiting for, well, I'll believe it when I hear it, I'll believe it when I see it, but knowing that that's your truth now. And in being in the vibration of it now will enable you to experience it in your physical world. Okay, there's one more message for you, Aquarius. Nobody else has gotten an extra card from this deck, but they want you to have one more. Let's see what it is. Ah, well, there you go. Blossoming abundance. Because when you align with that joy, you will see it grow in your world in a very real way. And this card has the owl for divine knowing, wisdom. It has coins for abundance, physical abundance. It has a butterfly for transformation. This transformation you're kind of waiting for. And it has so much beauty just growing. So just September will be a month of watching all this come into bloom and blossom. It's beautiful, Aquarius. Thank you. Okay, so finally, Pisces. For September, what is September bringing for Pisces? Thank you, thank you. Door to romance. It's bringing romance. The door is opening. This heart is being set free in the real, in the physical. It's happening. It's coming into your real life, part of your destiny. This is destined. This is aligned. And again, this card has carried the message all day about, yes, this is written, but it also remains to be written. Okay, so it means, yes, you have a destiny, but you also are co-creating your destiny with God. It's just one of those divine mysteries where, you know, our truth, our lives, our destiny is written, and yet we are writing it at the same time. We are creating our reality at the same time. So Pisces, speaking the truth, just like what came out at the beginning of this reading. Speaking the truth, very, very important in September. You'll be hearing the truth. You'll be speaking the truth. There's no more room in September. There's no more room in your life for anything that's not real, anything that's not true. And because you are in this truth, because you're moving forward in this truth, because you are living this, you are in alignment and living this divine plan, you are victorious, divinely victorious, divinely supported. I'm getting like a finish line, like you're finally there. In September, with this door to romance, it's like you're really somewhere you've been wanting to be for a long time. You are finally seeing in your physical world something you've been wanting and, you know, dreaming of seeing in your physical world and working hard to see. In September, you will see it because there will be a divine moment. The divine timing is coming together in September. Divine alignment. It was just 222 on the counter when I said that. Divine alignment. The moment. You know, they're also showing me in that card, I just put it back, but it's about, it has the signs of the astrological chart. So it's a lot about your, you know, like I said, your destiny, your, you know, what's written in the stars, you know, what's planned out for you. Just received a little confirmation with that phone ringing, cutting off the video. So it's definitely a divine moment coming in September, and it is having to do with love, having to do with that door to romance. There's something divinely timed that is happening in September for you, Pisces. So trust that this divine orchestration is happening. You don't have to do anything except follow your guidance. Be aware and follow your guidance. And you have to release the old to allow the new to be reborn. So any attachment to the old having to do with this person or having to do with your old life or your old patterns needs to be released completely, so that in September you can experience this rebirth and this rebirth of your heart into this love. So the unknown card comes out when you're moving in a direction that is unknown, because you're moving, again, away from what you've known, away from the patterns that you've known in the past, away from what has been familiar into what's not familiar. And it does take courage, it does take faith, it does take that full energy. It also is the card that comes out when, Pisces, you have yet to fully decide what it is that you want. Okay, so you got the Lovers, which can often be about making a decision having to do with love, and then this unknown card talks about what do you want to see in that crystal ball, and then see reflected out into your physical reality. And just like that divine plan card, the strategy card, what do you want to co-create with God? So Pisces, you're getting a real energy of you need to go ahead and make up your mind now. what you truly want, what you're truly aligned with, as far as love goes particularly, so that you can see it come in September, really. And part of that decision of what do I want has to do with coming into your power. Because to say with God, like, this is what I want, this is what I'm ready for, and to move into that, it takes a lot of divine connection and power. It takes you coming into your power. Because in the past, you may have turned this power over to others. You may have said, well, I don't know. I guess I'm at the mercy of ... But now, you're not. Now, you know that God is saying, it's up to you. And if you didn't, you know now. So this card is about obstacles being removed. The scythe is about, and it's a new beginning with the 10 to a 1. The scythe is about the divine removing any obstacles that seem to be in the way. So if you've been holding back from setting your intention because your mind is like, well, what about this, what about that, we need to be practical. No, the divine is saying, no, those obstacles will be cut away, removed. Don't worry about that, okay? So it's time to stop being practical, Pisces, if you have been a little less practical. Also, harmonize your body with nature. That's the card. This card's been coming out a lot today. It's about harmonizing your body with nature, going outside a lot, tuning into, the sunlight and taking in the sunlight, taking in the green, and also eating really naturally. Eating lots of fruits and vegetables is very important. Another message from Archangel Raphael for Pisces. Meditation. Okay, so it's going to be very important. For you, Pisces, there's a strong message about how important it is for you to truly visualize what you do want. And to allow that to be powerful. See how what she's meditating on is being projected out with the help of her guides, with the help of the divine. It's being projected out into her reality. You're in a powerful place right now, Pisces. This is the time for you to decide. So that in September you can see this love come in like you're being shown. You can see these gifts come in to your reality. Okay. Vulnerability. Listen to your vulnerable feelings. They contain wisdom and inspiration. And then pray for strength to focus on your priorities no matter what. So Pisces, the thing about you is that you feel things so deeply that your emotions can get to be, for some, kind of a scary place because they are so deep. They run so deep and so wide, and those waters are so powerful, Pisces, that you can often get lost in them. There was a similar energy coming through for Libra, but it was about the thoughts and the dreams, getting lost in thoughts and dreams, because Libra is more of an air energy. You with the water energy, Pisces, is getting lost in the emotions, in the depths. Okay, so what this is saying is it's time to not be afraid of the depths anymore, to face that fear, because those depths are a part of what make you beautiful, and they're carrying you to this beautiful destiny, because this life that's in alignment with your dreams is going to be one that's lived from the heart. So it's time to stop being afraid of your heart. Yes, your heart has a lot of power over you, Pisces, but that power is for good. Maybe in the past it's led to pain, but that was because there was fear that was being reflected out to be healed. Lessons that needed to be learned. All that's been done now. You're done with that. It's time to move forward in this vulnerability, in this vulnerable strength, in this strong vulnerability, okay? Archangel Michael, yeah, you also, a couple signs have gotten this. Decide to be happy. Align with joy. Align with receiving love. Align with receiving what it is that you are dreaming of, that you want. It's very important, Pisces, that you align with it now. Because this is a very powerful time, like with that unknown card. This is the time to decide. You're getting a really strong message, Pisces. It's like your soul has led you to this point, but you stopped just shy of really committing. So your guides are saying, what do you want? And decide to be happy. Decide to be happy. Yeah, positive thoughts create positive results. It's time to leave the negativity in the past. It's time to leave the fear in the past. It's time to let go of any fear that having all your dreams come true would be too much for you to handle. It won't, because you're being divinely supported. Yes, it will be a lot. Yes, it will be amazing, but you are divinely supported in it, and it will be wonderful and brilliant. So align with this. Make your decision, Pisces, now, so that you can enjoy a September of seeing these things come into your reality. So thank you. These were absolutely amazing. And I'm going to go recover from this energy now. And I hope you'll let me know how they resonated for you. And we'll talk again soon. Have a wonderful September.